Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Kylie Cosmetics Sipping Pretty birthday palette thing, and of course it comes with a little note just like any other Kylie Cosmetics order. This is what it looks like if you don't already know. And then it comes with a huge mirror. I don't know if you can see that. It's here. And this thing, it's like actual glitter. It's coming off, but it's fine. I just have to try not to touch it so I don't get glitter everywhere. So this is gonna be a first impressions video, if you can't tell from the title. So I got this, I don't know when I got this, maybe like last week, early last week, and you guys said that you wanted a first impressions video, so I'm gonna do a first impressions video. Oh yeah, but like I opened it already. I didn't swatch any of the colors. I didn't play around with it. I just kind of looked at it because it's so pretty. I have been trying to figure out what kind of look I want to do. I'm going out later today, but I'm like going out to see my niece. I'm babysitting, so I don't want to be like too made up. I know that I could remove my makeup and just go from there, but if I'm gonna spend some time on doing my eyeshadow, I would like to wear it out. So I'm gonna start out with a base, just like how I would do any other eyeshadow look. So I don't use primer, I just use concealer as a primer, and then I set my eyelids along with my face. But to create a base, I'm just gonna take the lightest shade here, which is, I'm not sure how to read this. I think it's Vanilla on Vanilla. I kind of want to play with the blue. I do want to play with this bright pink color. Pretty, but maybe another day. I think it's called Pretty. I don't really know how to read these. So I think I'm just going to do a basic eyeshadow look that I would usually do, and then throw on this blue shade. Wait. This blue shade. Underneath. So I'm gonna take some warm neutral tones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tequila Tangerine. And then I'm gonna go in with Pregame. I want to brown it up a little more, so I think next after this I'm gonna go in with Close the Tab. I already dipped my brush into this color, but I feel like it's not gonna brown it up, it's gonna make it look a little bit more orange. Yeah. Oh, this is a rich shade. Was not expecting this much pigment to come out from it. Sorry. Alright, I think I'm gonna do lit. Alright, so it looks like my usual eye makeup look, and then at the bottom I'm gonna go in with Party Animal. Hey friends, we're back. So I had to, well, I didn't have to, but my camera had to shut off because, well, it shut off on its own. I don't have my lights, so the sun is coming directly onto the camera and it overheated. But yeah, on the bottom lash line I used Party Animal, and as a highlight on my brow bone I used Martini Mama. Oh, my highlight here and then in my inner corners are Martini Mama, and then I put a coat of mascara on, which you guys know is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, of course. If you don't know, then I mean, now you know. I mentioned it in my two previous videos, but yeah, so here's the final look. First impressions of the shadows, the pigment payoff from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 shadows that I have tried out of 21 are pretty good, like what I expected them to be. I didn't expect Close the Tab to be as pigmented as it was, which is not a bad thing. There was a little bit of fallout, not on my face. I mean, there might be some maybe from my mascara, because my mascara is drying up a little bit right now, but nothing abnormal, nothing too excessive. Also, the shadows are pretty blendable. I didn't have, there's no like patchiness. I didn't have a hard time blending the shadows, and they build pretty easily too, pretty well. The texture of the shadows, the way like picking it up on my brush, it kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, but I feel like ABH shadows are softer than these, so with ABH there is more fallout than with the Sipping Pretty palette. Like I said, I didn't want to do anything too wild because I'm going to be babysitting and I don't want to wipe off all my makeup before I go over there. I mean, I wouldn't wear this on a like day-to-day basis, but for the purpose of this video I think it works pretty well, hopefully. But I will be playing around with this palette more. I like it. I don't know if it's worth $65, just saying. I mean, you do get 21 shadows, gigantic mirror. You're also paying for the brand name. A lot went into the packaging itself, the glitter, the mirror, the material of the packaging, the back, the outside packaging itself with these accents, and then the accents on the back, and then there are solo cups inside of the packaging, which is super cute. So a lot of it goes into packaging and paying for the brand, but I think you guys know that it's a Kylie Cosmetics product thing, you know. I feel like just because there wasn't that much fallout, this palette will last me pretty long. There are a lot of warm shades in here that could be used on a daily basis. There are some fun bright shades that can be used on a night out or something like that, or when you're just looking for something fun, colorful, you know. Oh my god, there's a wasp right outside my window. Sorry, distracted. I'm awful at first impressions and review videos, but I think that's it. I'm not like going out of my way to try to find something that I don't like about this palette, but just right off the bat, I don't like that it's hard to see the names. So it's kind of hard to see because it's reflective, but on the back there it has the names of the shadows. Maybe I could show you. No, not really. Okay. So it has the names of the shadows, but it's flipped. The name doesn't line up with the shadow on the back. It like flips it, which isn't like rocket science. It would just be easier if, like, I would like it if the names were right under the shadows. I feel like that would be nice. I prefer palettes with the names underneath the shadows so I know what I'm putting on my eyes. Also, when I am making tutorials or videos like this, I can easier tell you guys what shade I'm using. I do like the glitter on the front. I feel like I'm gonna keep showing you guys the palette just because it's so pretty. I do like the glitter on the front, but it does get all over the place. It's not falling, it's just like every time I touch it, I don't know if you can see that, excuse me. Every time I touch it, some glitter comes off, and I do have sweaty hands. I know it sounds gross. Yeah, even the backs of my hands, like the backs of my hands are not sweaty, so, but like when I touch it or like brush up against it or something, some glitter comes off, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just like you would have glitter all over the place. It's not like you had an arts and crafts project. It's just you're gonna see glitter. I don't want glitter to end up anywhere on my face that I didn't want to put it, especially if I didn't have any glitter on my face in the first place aside from like shimmery eyeshadows, but it's not really any glitter in it. Going back to this party animal shade, the blue shade, it is shimmery. There's some like sparkle to it. It's definitely not matte. I was hoping that it would be matte. I mean, I think I can work with it just because I wanted to do something a little more bold, like maybe like a blue cat eye. I might do that another day or something. I just feel like it's gonna be a little hard to do with a shimmer shade like that. It's not super shimmery. Maybe I should say like a satin shadow. I don't know if that's the right word for it. I feel like I'm just rambling. But overall, I do like the eyeshadow palette. Is it worth $65? That's kind of up to you. I mean, when you think about what you're getting out of it, it does seem like an okay deal, but the shadows are really nice and the quality of the shadows can match with the quality of other high brand shadows like ABH, or not a lot of people like Tarte, but Tarte has pretty good shadows. It's definitely not the worst palette that I've ever tried. I do think it's the most diverse palette that I've had just because it has warm shades, neutral shades. It does have a matte black in it, and then shimmer shades, matte shades. Did I say that already? Satin shades. But yeah, I feel like it's a pretty diverse, versatile eyeshadow palette. So I think that's what I was really excited for. I haven't been super excited about like any makeup product lately, so yeah, I was just inspired by this. Again, I will be playing around with this palette more. If you guys want to see tutorials, I mean, I'll be posting pictures on my social media, probably most likely like Snapchat and Instagram stories. And then if you guys want to see like a tutorial, or if I am feeling pretty ballsy and I just kind of want to wing it on camera and try something that I've never tried before, kind of like what I was doing here. I mean, I've tried something like this, but you know what I mean. Anyway, then I'll do that, but yeah, we'll see. Oh my god. On that note, I think that's it. I hope you will definitely be seeing more of me and this palette on this channel. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. 60 like I prefer, I don't know if that's the white